Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is have a Word document opened. If you've read through the instructions, it kind of directs you to this on instruction 16. Okay, so what it's going to have you do is it's going to have you click on the Microsoft Word Help button to open up the Microsoft Help window. Okay, so we're in Word. Come on, behave yourself. Okay, and then once you're on the Word document, the help, it's up on the tabs. It's the last kind of real tab. It's hard to do this at the same time here. Okay, right there. Okay, and then it's going to bring up three options. You want the round button here. When you do so, it's going to put in a box over here. It's going to take a second to come up, loading. Okay, and this at the top here is where your question is going to go. Okay, and so the question it wants us to ask is, what are the steps to create a hanging indent? Okay, so I'm going to type that into this box, this one at the top here, and I cannot type and hold at the same time, so I'll have to put you down for a second. What are the steps to create a hanging indent? Once you have that in there, hit enter. And the answer is going to come up. You're going to click on it right there at the top, and it's going to go ahead and give you three directions. And you're going to have to type those directions because that's what the question is. What are the steps to create a hanging indent? Okay, I wish you could copy and paste them, but you can't. And actually the instructions say that she wants you to type them in there. So I went ahead and did this ahead of time. So when you're done, there's your three steps. So it's going to look something like this. Now I think you should have Word at the top. I guess we could label it number 3, but that might be confusing. So when I did it, I just went and did it like this. Not sure exactly what she wants, but that's definitely the right answer there. Okay. So now we go back to our Word, and now she wants us to ask, what is mail merge? So we should not have closed the help. It should still be up. So now I'm going to type, what is mail merge? Alright, so once again, we're going to type the question in at the top there. What is mail merge? And it's going to give us the answer at the bottom. Okay, and so let's see, mail merge using Excel spreadsheet. Oh, but actually, the second choice in this case is actually telling us what it's doing. Use mail merge to create and send bulk mail labels and, okay, so I'm actually going to click on that one because that one's telling me what it's doing. Use mail merge to create and send bulk mail, label, and envelopes. Okay, and it said I'd already actually done that, so there it is. Use mail merge to create and send bulk mail, labels, and envelopes. Okay, we're just bringing that over, and I guess I actually should have included a period at the end there, so I'll fix that. There we are. Okay, she wanted to do PowerPoint as well, so I've already did PowerPoint up there. Now, PowerPoint help is again in that same place. It is on the right hand there. Okay, we click on it. We get that familiar set of options. We click on help. And after a minute, it's going to bring up just like in the Word. There it is. Okay, so the question she wants us to ask first is number 6 there. How can you create a Venn diagram? How can you create a Venn diagram? Okay, so we're going to type that in. careful to make sure that you have two N's in Venn at somebody's name. Just their name. We hit enter. Create, and at the top there, the first choice is create a Venn diagram. I click on it, and there it is. Okay, and that first paragraph is explaining how to do it. You can create a smart art graphic that uses a Venn diagram layout in Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, and Word. Venn diagrams are ideal for illustrating similarities and differences between concepts and groups. Then it tells you a little bit more about them, but in this part where it's telling you a little more about them, it's not really telling you anything more about how to do them. Well, I guess you could say this is. I didn't notice this the first time. Okay, so create a diagram. On the insert tile, go to illustrations group, click smart art. Okay, then there's the directions. Okay, so you're going to type those directions out. Okay, you're going to type them out. Okay. And when it's done, it should look something like this. Again, so we did it for Word, and now we're going to do the same for PowerPoint. And I actually said I didn't see that the first time, so what I wrote here, I will replace with what I saw here. Okay, under Create a Venn diagram. And I'm not going to do that right now because that would waste your time, but hopefully you can see what you would do. Okay, my second PowerPoint question is, how can you add a slide number to each slide? So once again, we're going to go back up. Okay, we shouldn't have taken, we're still on PowerPoint. We should still be on Help. Should still look like this, but if it didn't, we would go to the Help tab. And when we went to the Help tab, we would go then to the Help button, but we're lucky enough to have it still up. Okay, and that question we need to put in is, so we're going to get rid of the old question. Just to remind ourselves, how do you add slide numbers to each slide? Okay, so once again, I've typed in the question there. And once I hit enter, then there it is. Okay, add slide numbers to each page number. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And this one's, you have to scroll down just a bit to find the directions. But they're there. Scroll down a little bit, and there they are, about the middle of it. One on the View tab in the Presentation Views. Click Normal. Okay, it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Gives you the full directions there. So you're going to type it, and when you've done so, it'll look something like this. See, there's my 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now what I've done is just copy that out by typing it out and typing it in word for word. Okay. Excel. Right. Excel's going to look slightly different. So that when we go to its Help tab, and then we hit Help here, you're going to see there's a few other choices there, but we're still hitting the same button. But when we do so, it is going to look just a little different. Thinking. Okay, you see it looks a little different, but that search bar at the top still looks the same. So we're going to go ahead and enter our question in there. Okay. What different types of charts are available in Excel? Okay, so we go back to Excel, write that in there. What different types of charts are available in Excel? What different types of charts are available in Excel? Okay, so you can see that I've written the question there. I hit enter. And the first answer choice there, available charts in types in Office. I click on it, and there they are. Now, there's quite a few of them, and you're going to have to type out all of them. But there they are. They're in that gray box. Okay. And just to show you what that looks like when you're done. Okay, there is where I have wrote them all out. I know, super exciting. Okay, the last question is, what is flash fill? Okay, this is not flashing a guy named Phil we know. We're going to type it in over there. Okay. So I see that I've written the question in there. I hit enter. And once again, turn flash fill on. Flash fill automatically in worksheets. Okay. And you're going to need to decide which one is kind of giving you the best explanation. And I read through, and I think it's the judgment call, but I think it's the first one. Okay. Flash fill is on by default, and here's where it explains what it is, and automatically fills your data when it senses a pattern. Okay, so if you go back to my Word document, that's what I wrote. Flash fill is on by default and automatically fills in your data when it senses a pattern. So it's not the on by default part. That's not explaining what it is. It's that second half of the sentence about it automatically filling in your data when it senses a pattern. Okay. If you have any questions, email, call, whatever. But this is basically, I'm just going to that same button, that same help on each of them, and then going to that. Be nice to me. It's always hard to do with your wrong hand. That help button, and then going over to that question mark with the blue in there. Okay. So that's basically what we're doing. All right, I hope this helps, and I hope I haven't made you sick by moving my camera around so much, but it's hard to be typing and doing it at the same time.